Shout out all the subscribers, everyone that likes, comments and shares. Tip me out to all of you. Another reason why having a single cell is the only way to go when you're banged up. Don't get banged up, don't do anything wrong and you won't be in these positions. But I've said it a million times, I prefer a single cell. I am a single cell. Like, I'll never go back there. But I'm just saying, if I ever did, I'd be high risk, yeah? Some people love having a cellmate, you know, talk to, banter, I hate that word. Talk to, have a laugh with, play cards with, you know what I mean? Make people feel like they're not so alone. I would much rather feel alone than be in a cell, being all polite and all this with the person you've just moved in there, you know. You're both over exaggerating all of the cell etiquette that you've learned, you know what I mean? You'll pretend that you do loads of really clean and all things that are all respectful for yourself, but really it's long, right? I mean, I don't like people, if I'm eating food, I don't like people eating dinner. In the cell anyway, yeah? If I'm on road, this is different. If I'm on road and my mate starts to urinate behind me while I'm eating a bag of crisps, I don't care. But when I'm in a cell, it's just, I don't know, like I'm sitting there, you know, we live in the toilet. I don't want to eat while someone's going, you know, I wouldn't walk into a urinal and start eating my sandwich while someone was behind me going to the toilet, you know. And that's basically what a cell is. It's a toilet with a bed in it. If there's a toilet in a room, that's a toilet, isn't it? Right? So, if someone, well, it goes without saying, and number two, when you're trying to eat, I wouldn't do that to anyone. I wouldn't go at number one, like a wee in front of anyone while I was eating, yeah, just for that fact, yeah, because, like, you know, you're sitting that close, right, with, you basically, if you're certain cells, the cell I'm talking about, this is Chelmsford, yeah, if you're sitting down eating, on the benches that are coming out of the wall, you know, you've got a bench, a table, and another bench coming out of the wall, you can't move them. Literally behind me, he could be touching me with his own back, standing there going to the toilet, you know. And you're trying to eat, and I start thinking, well, splash, like we's gonna splash. You might not feel it going on to me for sandwich or whatever, yeah. Another prisoner told me that, and it's fully true, isn't it? Well, one of the first things that a prisoner ever told me was about that. Don't go to the toilet while someone else is eating and all that, yeah. And it's true. It's 100% true, right? And it sort of just goes into a little bit about that person's like mindset, doesn't it? Like whether they're actually thinking about their cellmate, whether they're worried about anybody else. Because it's just little things, isn't it? You know, one thing might not seem a lot, but well, that is a big thing anyway. But loads of little things build up, and it sort of gives you an idea if, you know, whether this person's a bit selfish or not. You know, why would they want to go to the toilet while you're eating? Why couldn't they hold it? This was one of them situations. Chelmsford Sea Wing 2004. I was a YO on remand for three arm robs. I got 6 years. I've said that a million times, but this was one of the times I was on remand. Can't even remember the geezer that I was banged up with now. Can't remember why we ended up getting banged up together. It might have been one of them ones where I've just, you know, whoever was in the cell first, the door gets cracked open. This is your new cellmate. One of them ones. I didn't know this fella. Both YOs again. Worst people to be banged up with YOs because we're all so annoying when we're YOs. We think we know it all. We think we're bad men. We think we're big in the game. But really, you know what I mean? It's muggy shit. So, hello mate, nice to meet you. All that crap. What you in for? This, that, you know. All the false pleasantries, false niceties around each other for the first few days, because I'm so unsociable, it's unreal. I can't hide it, the fact that I'd rather want to watch telly than talk to someone. Even back then, I'd rather just go, yeah. Jeremy Cole's on. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Great, yeah. EastEnders, Hollyoaks. Be quiet. Anyway. It wasn't lunchtime, yeah, but I'd saved my sandwich for the night time, right? So I've got a roll or a sandwich, whatever I was eating, and I saved it till I don't know. It was night time, so dinner gets served at 4:30. So and then you're banged up, right? And then you're banged up till the morning, ain't you? So I had a roll. I saved me bread and whatever, and I had a sandwich in there. Yeah. Funny enough, I can't remember what was in it. Oh, probably something delicious. And at these times, I was on the top bunk, he was on the bottom. That's why I'm thinking maybe he was in there first. The first person usually will pick the bottom bunk, innit? It's an English thing, innit? It's like, I'm the boss, bottom bunk's mine. So I was on the top bunk, he was on the bottom bunk, yeah? But I'm not on the bunk beds, I'm sitting on the tables. I just explained the tables, right? So one side of the wall, one side is, you walk in the door, yeah, one side, you've got your bunk beds, the other side, you've got your benches that are coming out of the wall. So you've got like a little square metal seat in the brickwork of the wall, doesn't move. A bigger square for the table, in the brickwork, doesn't move. And then a little seat, yeah? I was sitting on the chairs, right? So bunk beds, chairs. We can pretend that blind is the door, yeah? So you get what way I'm trying to face, right? So I'm facing that way. I'm sitting on the bench facing the door, eating, yeah? And the toilet is behind me, like on the same side as the on the same side as the benches, yeah? Okay, so I've got me back to the toilet. I'm eating. We're having a chat, a laugh. He's on his bunk. He's sitting on his bottom bunk or standing up, you know, chatting away. We're chatting, we're having a laugh. It's probably about 7:30, 8, maybe a bit later, 8:30, 9 maybe. I've just had a couple of bites of his sandwich, you know what I mean? Lovely. It's been starving, saved it, now we're eating it. He's got up without saying a word and just started relieving himself behind me, yeah? So, you know, we're basically back to back while he's going to the toilet. Straight away, I've just got sickened, like, I've had thoughts of urine splash all over my sandwich, yeah? Like, mate, I've chucked it down. He's jumped up, he's spun round, like, what? Probably weed on himself, put his little willy away. What? Going, are you for real? What do you mean? You just go in the toilet while I'm trying to eat my sandwich, mate. And he couldn't get it through to his head. What had happened? He's like, well, I always go away. I always go to the toilet. It doesn't bother me. I'm going, yeah, but it bothers me. And it probably went on for about 10 seconds. Probably not even that. 5 seconds, yeah, because I'd lost it. I totally lost it. I was like, I'm trying to eat. Some skinny little 19-year-old that I was, yeah, I'd lost it. I'm trying to eat. And he just couldn't get it through to his head that it was wrong what he was doing. So it wasn't like, oh, sorry about that. It would never happen again. Again, I'm not trying to bully anyone like it. Right? I'll do the same, and most people in jail will do the same. I could just see that he was going to argue this point, and I just went straight on his jaw. Yeah, he's fell back onto the bottom bunk. Yeah, his legs didn't buckle. I don't think. I'm not saying I'd proper done him. Yeah, I've given him a dig on his mouth, and he's fell back onto his bed. He straight away jumped up though, got me round the thing, and pushed me back to the wall. So I'm sitting on the table that I was just eating on. Yeah, telly's on the table. Telly's been knocked out of the way. Oh no, TV's got me down like that. I've jumped up, and we've gone into some muggy little wrestling match in the cell, right? You know, we've both gone back onto the bed again. We're knocking things over. You know, we've both got each other in the headlocks. You know how it is when you're kids. Do you know in that position where you both end up in headlocks and no one wants to let go? It's like you're sort of forced to like both say sorry to each other so you can let go. It's one of them situations. Yeah, we've knocked the TV over, gone that way. Downstairs, it's like, oh, what are you doing up there? They know we're fighting. Like, people on the wing. If you hear like furniture getting smashed all over the shop, you know the cellmates are going at it, yeah. what are you doing on there? Come on, what's happening? Come to the window, come to the window. Eventually we're like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like, he's like, I'm sorry for going to the toilet while you're eating sick. I'm sorry too. All right, on the count of three, we'll both let go. 1, 2. Are you definitely gonna let go? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Like, now we're laughing about it, you know what I mean? We literally just had each other in headlocks for 5 minutes. Like, we're laughing, like, we can't believe what we've done. But yeah, we did. I didn't move. We didn't get separated. We did nothing. Screws didn't find out about that. No, why would they? You know what I mean? We literally had a scuffle in the cell over him going a wee while I was eating a sandwich. But I believe I'm right. You shouldn't go to the toilet while someone else is eating. When you live in a toilet anyway, just try and be a bit more considerate to your poor old cellmate trying to eat his cheese and pickle or whatever I was eating. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, hit subscribe and we'll chat again. Adios.